Welcome to What is Climate Change and What Can I Do About It, episode 17. And I wanted to talk about EVs, electric vehicles this time, as compared to ICE vehicles, internal combustion engines. Recently the fuel prices went up, and the vehicle we have has octane 95 as recommended. So we were paying about $1.92 for a per litre of fuel, and when I added it all up, I realised that if we had had an EV with the savings in fuel and in servicing, because EVs don't have a fuel system, they don't have an exhaust system, that we're saving at least $6,000 a year. So in Australia, of course. And so then I started to think, well, the EV prices are coming down. We've got 8 new models coming to Australia this year, 2020, and so it's something to consider. If we go back to fuel, and if we've got an unleaded car, all you need to remember is, in terms of your carbon emissions, is every litre of fuel you go through is equivalent to 2.5 kilograms of carbon dioxide. There is a little bit of nitrous oxide, a little bit of methane in the mix, but they've calculated all of that, and it works out to 2.5 kilograms of CO2e, as we talked about in earlier episodes. If you've got a diesel, you're looking at about 2.7 kilograms of carbon dioxide per litre. So if you go through a tank on a 50-litre tank of unleaded petrol, that's 125 kilograms per week that you'll put out in the atmosphere. Whereas if you had an EV vehicle, and you had your own solar panel charging the car at night time, solar system I should say, then you would be zero emissions. If you are using grid-fired electricity to charge it at night time, you're still saving at least 30% on the amount of carbon emissions you would have had. So from a futuristic point of view, I recommend EVs when they come down, looking at about another $20,000 if in reduction in price. Then it's time to start thinking about it. Start thinking about how big your solar system should be to possibly cater for charging, because then you'd add on 2 batteries, which will come down in price over the next 18 months. So it's putting a package together. I think it's the way it's going to go, especially for people who use their car on a regular routine. They go to the same places every day, sort of thing, rather than having to shoot off here and there willy-nilly. So EVs are really coming into their own with their range, and the other last thing I'll say, it's a prediction here, it's a guess, but keeping up with the Joneses is a huge psychological sort of weapon for merchandising people, and so I'm sure that they'll be pushing that, and people will be wanting to buy. The speed of the uptake of EVs will accelerate very much in this year.